come to you live on EA Sports. The Bulls begin the game with the basketball.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jake, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Leonard to George.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
LA with 4 to shoot.
Watch the back door. I got your backside. Watch the back door.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Young. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by the former Hoya. Short jumper off the mark. Bulls have it to Chris Dunn. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down. Levine. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. Down 2. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Leonard. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Porter to Zach Levine. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Paul George. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knock loose. Bulls have it. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Williams. Doesn't get the bounce.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Chicago basketball. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Beverly. The drive. Right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. To Williams.
Right.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
George to Beverly. Trying to cash in. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Bulls with it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Porter. Otto Porter missed his first. That one goes. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. We know what's coming. Go get him. Entering the game. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th man of the year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from long range. It's good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Bulls with the basketball. Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Williams. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Bulls with the rock. Levine. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here's a chance from long range. The rookie, Gilgeous-Alexander, with the 3.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Young. Levine. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, That slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Gilgeous Alexander to Williams. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Gilgeous Alexander to Harkless. Gilgeous Alexander to Williams. Beyond the arc for three. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Drop ball. That's me. D up, baby.
Gilgeous Alexander to Williams. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Can't convert the free throw. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Gilgeous Alexander down for Harkless. Missed a wide-open look. Thaddeus Young. He's 2 for 2 now.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to...
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Young. Thaddeus Young, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Kawhi Leonard up against Porter. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Done. Over to the right side. Done. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Beverley to Leonard. Beverley to Leonard.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Shot, back out.
Almost, but no good. To Chris Dunn. Got it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. To Leonard.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Kawhi Leonard. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Done.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Layup goes down. Well done.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Paul George to Beverly. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Paul George. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Porter.
Got him. Good trap.
Kawhi Leonard. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's Chicago ball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Gilgeous Alexander to George. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Can't connect from in close. That does it for the quarter. It has been all Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. And the finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. George goes to the left side. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Even to Zubats. Couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Gets it in the left corner. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And Ed, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is? Usually when a defender bites like that, that means that they're being active. They just guessed wrong, man.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul George to Beverly. Here comes the screen.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Beverly's shot no good. Done. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a chance. Shot by Zubats, off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Thaddeus Young. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Harkless. Shot from in close, no good. Levine to Chris Dunn. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Chris Dunn. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. He even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Missed it at the line. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
I got ball.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen.
Watch the screen left.
Williams to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Williams to Leonard. From long range, that's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the basket good at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. To Levine. Zach Levine. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Chicago possession. Able to convert inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Long key from three-quarters court. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it for my...
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
The Bulls begin the game with the basketball.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Here comes the screen to Rozier.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Cashes in for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Batum. He shoots, off the mark.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Count the basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Rozier into the front court, trailing by 4 to Nick Batum. Not that time. Done. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Batum, defended by the former Hoya. To Rozier. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. He connects off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Rozier. Here comes the screen. Deep left corner. Batum. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. Done. To Porter. Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
stuff in the lane won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Whoa, what a finish. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one, maybe throw a zone, maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Gets a look, can't hit. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Short jumper misses. Bulls with the basketball. Steps through and scores.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Batum. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Get it, shoot it again.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big. It's a turnover as they head the other way. 17-footer at the buzzer. Rebound to Rozier. That's the end of the quarter. It has been all Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. And to Beasley. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Young. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Levine. Done. Has a chance. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte.
I got him. Here we go.
To Beasley. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Get the ball. Trap.
Tough make through traffic.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Blocked away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Zach Levine. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
I got ball. That's me. I got him.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. Got it.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Beasley.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in, off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. And count the basket inside.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Now a timeout for the Hornets coach as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Chicago possession. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Block up. Here you go.
Wide open look, won't go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studio.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Hornets have the basketball. To Nick Batum. Screen coming.
Here coming left.
Sizing up the defense. Batum.
What's going on?
Can't connect from inside.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Rozier with it. Down a bundle. To Batum. Lays it up and in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Done. And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Done. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Rozier. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pick up.
Levine. Nice pass to get things going.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Nick Batum. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Dunn to Young. Fires the three. Off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Batum.
Big kick right there.
To Rozier. Goes to the left side. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Chicago with the possession. Dunn to Young. Short jumper stays out. Cody Zeller rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
From the outside, no good.
Knock that down, yo. Knock that down.
Dunn.
Double.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Substitutions. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
It's good.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Bulls with the rock. To Porter. Count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
To number 40, Cody Zeller.
I got ball. Got it. Double.
To Porter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Count it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And he finishes at the rim.
Shot, boy.
The assist from number 14.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
I got ball.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Missed a wide open look. Big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Shot from the lane won't go. Count the bucket for 2. Thaddeus Young sends it away. To Nick Batum. Has a chance. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Charlotte with the basketball. Knocked loose. Lets it fly from long range. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. To Levine. And scores.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Here comes the screen. Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. To Beasley. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Batum. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. To Zach Levine. Young. And the finish. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Beasley. Thaddeus Young Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Time to shuffle things up. Chicago basketball. Levine to Chris Dunn. To Young. 3 seconds is the call.
I got him. Here we go.
Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. On the follow. Way to stay with it. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.